Hey guys, how's it going? Today, basically what I'm going to do is show you how to create a custom vinyl group on Forza Horizon 5. What this is basically all about is a tool written in Python that is allowing you to take a image and put it into your game as a vinyl group for a livery on your car, or for a decal, whatever you want it to be. Um, I mean, there's pretty good range on what you can do with this. Decent ways of getting very creative with it. And so basically, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna create the vinyl group as a template. And with doing that, all I have to do is go ahead and just create a new vinyl group. And so for me, I already have my templates. I have a 2K and a 3K. So when I do actually create the image I'm going to create, I'm going to use the 3K, but in this I'm going to go ahead and just create a 1K since I don't already have that. Basically all I'm going to do is going to apply a vinyl shape, do a circle, color, size, none of that matters. You just put one there. Basically all you're going to do is uh, you're just going to select that, and then you will copy it and put it into your layers panel here 1,000 times. So 1,000 layers is your 1K template for, you could do a license plate or bumper stickers or whatever. 2K is going to be your more detailed kind of stuff, and then 3K is like your decently detailed items. But it's pretty restrictive for what it can go on as far as left and right of the car, and possibly some on the top. Basically, the 3K would be good for like a large livery. So with this, all I'm gonna do is go in here. I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm just gonna insert it 1,000 times. Well, I'm gonna do 100, and then what I'm gonna do from there is I'm gonna duplicate the 100 and do that 10 times. Alright, so now that you have that, what you can do, instead of having to highlight each one, you can just go in here and highlight all layers, and then you can copy those like that, and then you just paste that in, and then that's done. So let me see. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and back it out, and I'm gonna save this to the design catalog. Alright, and then I'm not gonna share that. It's my template. It's not really, no reason really to share it to anybody else. Wait, did I just mess it up? Oh no, we're good. Okay, so yeah, basically that's the 1K, and I'll get into it of how you actually go in here and how you're gonna do what you need to do. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the other screen, and we're gonna start the actual tutorial. Okay, so on this screen, basically the stuff you're gonna need, I'm actually gonna leave this stuff here in the description. Basically it's gonna give you the links to what you need for the painter, this redist, sorry, the this, I don't know, this helped me for when I installed this, because I did have issues until I installed this and the build tools. Also with the build tools, I have a screenshot of what you're specifically going to need to install, and then I'll have a Discord link here as well. Also the Python commands that you're gonna have to run are right here. So with the build tools, here's what the screenshot looks like. You basically, when you open the build tools, you're gonna select this one up here, and then you'll have to choose these options for the best install. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my downloads actually. Alright. Nope. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first off, you can drag this to your desktop and then you can run it. It's going to ask you to run it and you just say yes. So here it's going to be this here. It's going to be a Visual Studio redistributable setup. Just press next. So for me, it's going to say another version of this product is already installed, and I'm sure you'll get a couple of these windows. You'll just press OK. Me, I'm going to get a bunch of them. So see, mine was completely already there. Basically, when those windows pop up, just press OK, and then if it's going to ask you to close anything, just press OK to save yourself any hassle. But you'll install that. It's going to install a bunch of redistributable items, and basically that's the first step. So that's done. Build tools is right here. This window here is gonna pop up. You just press continue. So this is gonna go across. It's gonna install, and then you're gonna get this. Basically, I've already done it, but what you would want to do is when this window pops up, it's gonna basically look like this without this over here. You're gonna select the C++ build tools, check that off, and then the optional stuff is basically from MSVC all the way down to modules for C++, and then you'll click install. This screenshot is from a video that I watched, and it says it's only 4.11 gigabytes, but it's actually going to be roughly like 9.5 gigabytes. I don't know what they've done to make the file size larger, but you just go ahead and install that. So after that's done, what I would actually do is just go ahead and restart your computer, give it a chance to restart one time, and then when you come back, you can do the next part of this. So the next part, what you're going to do is you're going to open up command prompt. You don't have to run as admin or anything. And then, oh, I forgot one thing, sorry. What you're going to want to do also is you're going to go to the Microsoft Store. And this is the recommended version of Python because it automatically does the paths that it needs. So we're going to go ahead and Python. You can get Python 3.9 or 3.10. I just went ahead and got 3.10 myself just so it's fully updated. And then you'll go ahead and you'll install Python. Like I said, you'll do 3.9 or 3.10. Myself and two of my friends, we did 3.10 and it works perfectly fine. So once you get Python installed, for the commands, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run these over here. So you're going to do this one first. You copy, paste it, press enter. So mine's already satisfied, and basically the reason why I had you guys install the redistributable and the build tools is because when I first tried to do this, I got a big error list. It was a big red error list, and this basically fixed my issues. But yeah, basically you'll do this one here first. You'll do this one second. Same thing, copy and paste. Again, mine's already satisfied. I've already got it installed. And then you'll do this last one. Again, it's gonna say it's satisfied with my install. So those are good. Once those install, each one will say that it's completed. and you can just close it. And I mean, if you want to reassure yourself, you can basically run the code, the commands again, and see if it says these items here where it says it's satisfied. All right, so basically that's all you need with that. And then to actually start the Forza painting, in your Forza Painter master file, it's going to be a RAR file. Actually, it's going to be on the GitHub here, and it will be in a zip folder. You'll just click on code, and you'll go down to download zip. This one here is the redistributable, and then you'll just click this one here, and then the Microsoft build tools, you'll just download build tools. Alright, so once you have this on your screen, what you want to do, you're going to go to this folder. You're going to grab your image, whatever your image you're going to want to put in game, you just drag it in this folder. What this is going to do is this is going to add your layers. And before I do that, what I'm going to do on my Forza screen over here is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go into my vinyl group. So once you go into your vinyl group and you have it, you know, it's your template, what you need to do is go inside of it and ungroup it. The reason you're ungrouping it is because what the program is doing is it is actually replacing the shape and the color of each of these layers. So you need to ungroup it, otherwise it's going to be one layer basically. Alright, so once you've ungrouped it, you just leave it on this screen. Then once you go back over to your main monitor, sorry about that, once you go over here back to your screen, you're going to drag this into here. What's going to happen is this is going to pop up. Depending on the file size of the image, it's actually going to take a minute for this. So far, I think the recommended size was like 600 by 600, but I have broke the boundaries with a couple images to where I had a 875 by 875 and it turned out pretty good. So when this hits 10, it's going to create a JSON file, or JSON, however you want to say it. And what it's going to do is it's going to create this file right here, and it's going to have your image data inside of it. It's basically going to have the shapes data and the colors. So every 10 shapes, that's going to update automatically. And if you're only doing 1,000 layers, once this hits 1,000, you can close this. Same thing with 2,000, and then when it hits 3,000, it automatically closes on its own. Alright, so given that it has 32 layers, what I'm actually going to do is every time I have a JSON file, I'm going to go ahead and move it into this directory over here. And then what you have to do to put it in your game is drag it over this .bat file. And I'm actually I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna switch it over to the Forza screen so we can actually see what it's gonna do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let it, because it's gonna give you a preview. So Python's gonna ask you either yes or no. It's gonna have a pop-up. You'll just press yes. So here's my current preview. That's what it currently looks like. And then to make it actually add the layers to your game, you're just going to close the preview out. What it's going to do from there, it's going to run all the data, and it's going to send that to your game. You can actually close this out and close this one out. This one you don't want to close out until it's actually done. Now on the Forza game, what I can see it's done over here, it's added these layers down here. So I'm actually going to be back when it's done. I am going to let it do the 3,000 layers, and then once it's done, I'll resume the video. Alright, so with this coming to an end here, basically you can see that it closed at 3,000 and it's done. Within this file there's a JSON file, and it's 240 kilobytes. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to drag this into the directory. But I'm going to make it so you guys can see the update that it does on the game. Alright, so over here you can see that the image is all the way, it's down here in the corner. Basically what I'm going to do is once I drag this new set of files in, I'm actually going to select all the layers and I'm just going to center that image. Just makes things easier for everybody. So right now I just dragged it in. And it's decent quality. Like, I mean, I chose a fairly large image for this, so it's not going to be the clearest, but I mean it's good enough. And if you make it smaller, it will actually it'll look better quality in the game itself. So there you can see that it updated a little bit. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into one of these layers, doesn't matter which one, then I'm gonna highlight all layers. I'm gonna go right back into it, edit, and then gonna center it. With this, I can make it whatever size I want. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do it like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna press back. Oop, that was an accident. I'm gonna press OK, not back. And then from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press back, and then I'm gonna save to design catalog. Give it a name. Give it Mustang. Press enter. I'm not gonna share it. For this image, there's no reason to share it. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to apply vinyls. Click into this, load a vinyl group. You can see here Mustang, load vinyl group. And then what we can do is we can size it however we would like. And like I said, in game, it does seem to be better quality. You could create, you know, like a business logo, or you can make this van look like it's an ice cream truck with like a window here with, you know, somebody inside of it serving ice cream, or you could even have like a merchandise type trailer thing to where somebody's selling t-shirts or whatever. Really, it's up to your creativity. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into that, and I'm going to just gonna place this here. Press OK. Go ahead and back out, save the current car. Once we get in game, you'll be able to see that the picture straight from Photoshop is now in Forza. So I've actually wanted a tool like this for, you know, several years, and I've always said, you know, why haven't we had a tool like this to where we could import images into Forza? And, you know, finally it was done thanks to ADOG. I'll go ahead and in the description I'm going to have a link to the Discord. In the Discord you can find support if you have any issues, and currently the method that I just showed is going to be getting updated to where it's going to be in a Python program, and basically things are just going to be updated. So, appreciate you guys for watching. If you need any help, you can comment below. Join the Discord, get support inside of there. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this new tool that came out by ADOG. I hope you guys find creative ways to make really cool stuff. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, have fun with it. Thank you guys for watching.